everyone, here we are to discuss the contract of indemnity and guarantee for CA Inter students. Okay, let's make it within 20 minutes. We'll just revise it as quick as possible. So, meaning of contract of indemnity. It is a contract whereby a party promises to save the other from loss caused to him by the conduct of the promiser himself or by the conduct of any other person. I am going to indemnify you for any losses which you have suffered for. Okay, for example, let's take an example. Say I say you that if you lost your pen, I will give you 100 rupees to compensate for it. Okay, this is a contract of indemnity. Only when there is a loss which is proved, okay, only when there is a loss, I will be responsible to indemnify you. Indemnify means make good of. Okay, it is a security against loss to make the good loss and to compensate the party who has suffered some loss. To indemnify means to compensate or make good the loss. Thus, there must be an existence of loss. Okay, only when there is a loss, then we have the responsibility to indemnify you. Who are the parties to the contract of indemnity? There are two parties. One is indemnifier and one is indemnified. One is indemnifier, one is indemnified. Indemnifier is the person who promises the other party to save from loss. Okay, I promise you, right? So I am an indemnifier and you are the indemnified. You are the indemnified. Okay, then scope of contract of indemnity. Which loss are covered in the contract of indemnity? The losses caused by the conduct of the promiser himself or by the conduct of any other person, either by me or any other person. If any loss is caused to you, then I will be indemnifying you. Okay, loss occasioned by accident, not caused by person or act of God or a natural event is not covered. Say for example, there is a flood. Okay, basically, some years back we had a flood in Chennai, right? Almost all the houses were into floods near the coastal region. So that is an act of God. Say it is a natural event. So that is not a loss which is covered by indemnity. That is not a loss covered by indemnity. Mode of contract of indemnity. A contract of indemnity is said to be expressed when a person expressly promised to compensate the other from the loss. A contract of indemnity is said to be implied when it is inferred from the conduct of the parties from circumstances of the case. Say for example, you have this, I don't know how much of you know, the LPG which we buy. Right, if there is some gas fire, if you contact that person, they are liable to make good the loss. At least they are liable to compensate us with some amount. Okay, that is an example of express contract of indemnity. Well, say implied contract, whenever we board on a bus, okay, the driver is liable or responsible to take good care of us to reach the destination, because without any accidents, they have to make us in a good condition to reach the destination. That is an implied contract of indemnity. This is an implied contract of indemnity. Rights of indemnity holder when sued. The promisee in a contract of indemnity acting within a scope of authority is entitled to recover from the promiser or indemnifier all damages which he may be compelled to pay in a suit, all costs which he may have been compelled to pay in upbringing or defending the suit, and all the sums which he may have paid under the terms of any compromise of the suit. Okay, these are the rights of indemnity holder. When does liability commences? As soon as the liability of indemnity holder becomes absolute and certain. As soon as the liability becomes absolute and certain. For example, let us assume Vishal may enter into a contract with Vibha against the consequence of any proceeding which Karan may take against Vibha in respect of sum of rupees 5,000 advanced by Karan to Vibha. In consequence, when Vibha, who is called upon to pay the sum of money to Karan, fails to do so, Karan would be able to recover the amount from the Vishal as provided in so and so sections. Thus, as soon as Vibha is called upon to pay the sum of money to Karan, the liability of Vishal is assumed. I have incurred loss only when this liability begins, only when the losses incur, only when the particular event has occurred. Okay, that's what discussed in this example. Now, meaning of contract of guarantee. Contract of guarantee is a contract to perform the promise made or discharge the liability of a third person in case of a default. We all have this guarantee concept. We have known this, right? Say I have taken a loan. Assume I have taken a loan. Okay, there would be one person who would be signing on my behalf. Okay, on behalf of me as a guarantor. What does first work is, whenever I default, whenever I, the borrower, defaults, okay, the lender would catch hold of the guarantor, okay, and ask him the money. He is liable to pay it. He is liable to pay it. Okay, that is the guarantor concept, okay. Because in respect of third person in case of a default. Who are the three parties here? One is the creditor, debtor, and the surety. Creditor will be the lender, for example, the bank. Principal debtor is me, the borrower, and surety is the person who is signing on my behalf. Assume you are signing on my behalf, okay, as a guarantor. Then you are my surety. You are my surety. Then contract of guarantee: principal contract, secondary contract, implied contract. Principal contract could be between who have entered into contract, creditor and debtor, right? Principal, creditor, and creditor. Secondary contract does mean the surety has also signed, right? Surety has also signed. So creditor and the surety. Okay. Where is an implied contract here? Whenever, again now with the contract of indemnity comes, whenever he makes some loss on by me, I'm going to indemnify him. So there is an implied contract between the surety and the principal debtor. Surety and the principal debtor. So principal contract is between the principal debtor and the creditor, that is me and the bank, okay. Secondary contract is between you and the bank, and implied contract is between you and me. What are the essential features of a guarantee? Essential feature of a guarantee: principal debt. There should be some borrowing which has been made. That is a principal debt. Consideration. A guarantee without consideration is void. A guarantee without consideration is void. This could be an MCQ. A guarantee without consideration is avoided, but there is no need for direct consideration between the surety and the creditor. Consideration received by the principal debtor is sufficient consideration for the surety for giving the guarantee. Past consideration is no consideration for the contract of guarantee. See, whenever the question comes with respect to consideration with respect to guarantee, you have to write all these 4 points. Okay, it's very important. A guarantee without consideration is void, but there is no need for direct consideration between the surety and the creditor. Consideration received by the principal debtor is sufficient to the surety for giving the guarantee. Past consideration is no consideration for the contract of guarantee. Even if the principal debtor is incompetent to contract, the guarantee is valid. But if surety is incompetent to the contract, then the guarantee is void. Principal debtor incompetent to contract, guarantee is valid. Surety is incompetent to contract, then guarantee is not valid. There must be an existence of liability. No misrepresentation or concealment. No material part of the transaction should not be concealed or misrepresented. A guarantee can either be oral guarantee or written guarantee. Generally, it is preferred to be in written. Okay. Joining of co-surety. When a person gives guarantee upon a contract, a creditor shall act upon until other person has joined it as co-surety. The guarantee is not valid if that other person has not joined. Say there is a condition that at least 2 guarantees should be given. Okay, only one person is there given a guarantee till now, then still it is invalid until the other person as a guarantee joins it. Okay. What are the different types of guarantee? Different types of guarantee. We have specific guarantee and continuing guarantee. Specific guarantee and continuing guarantee. Specific guarantees with respect to, say, I bought a home loan. Okay, you are giving a guarantee. Then it is with respect to specific borrowing. Okay, so debt or specific borrowing. And once you complete the home loan, your guarantee also gets completed. That is specific guarantee. Continuing guarantee. See, assume I have taken a long, say 4 or 5 loans. Okay, I have made. The bank requires only one guarantee for all the loans. Then it is a continuing guarantee. If I can complete one, I can do the next one, right? Unless there is a revocation of guarantee, there is no end to this guarantee. Unless there is a revocation of the guarantee. Or else I could say, I will purchase on a monthly basis from you. I will also pay on a monthly basis to you. Okay. But if I am not pay, you can ask this person. So I will be purchasing till my business continues. I am not sure. It's a going concern, right? I will not be sure till when this guarantee will be continued. So that is the case of continuing guarantee. Distinction between the contract of indemnity and contract of guarantee. A number of parties here is 2 and there is 3. Indemnity contract is 2 parties. There is 3 parties. Nature of liability. A liability of the indemnifier is primary and unconditional, and secondary and conditional. Time of liability only in the case of contingency. Only in the case of non-performance. Time to act need not act as a request. It is request of the principal debtor. Right to sue the third party. Indemnifier cannot sue the third party for the name of loss. Okay, but can proceed against the principal debtor. Purpose is for reimbursement of loss, and here it is security of the creditor. This is the important difference. Okay, it is for reimbursement of loss. Here it is for security of the creditor, security of the creditor. Let's move on. And the last one is the competency to contract. All parties must be competent. We have already said, right? In principle, debtor need not be competent. Okay. Even then, the contract of guarantee will be valid. Discharge of surety by revocation or by conduct of the creditor or on invalidation of contract of guarantee. By revocation, I am revocating the continuing guarantee, or I am by notice, or by surety's death, or by novation. And by contract of creditor, either it is a variance in terms of the contract, discharge. This is the most common case, right? Discharge of the principal debtor when creditor compounds time, gives time, and discharge of surety by act or omission impairing surety's eventual remedy. On invalidation of contract of guarantee, misrepresentation or concealment or co-surety point. Rights of surety. Either against the principal debtor, he has the right of subrogation, right of indemnity. Against creditor, right to security, right to set off, and right to share deduction. And against co-surety, it is right to contribution, Let's repeat it. Against the principal debtor, he has the right of subrogation, which means, I'm going to substitute I'm going to substitute in place of me some other person. Okay, that's a common example of subrogation. Indemnity, security, set off, and share reduction in the case of creditor, and the co-surety have the right to contribution. Okay, you can go over this example later on. Okay. So with this, we have completed the contract of indemnity and contract of guarantee. Stay tuned for the next videos. Thank you so much.